What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video, and it looked like Caitlin Clark has broken the internet yet again. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. Man, I hope everybody's having a great holiday week. Man, I know I've been away the last couple of days, man, getting ready for the holidays. I kind of chill out around this time of the year. Those of you guys who kind of been following the channel for a while know around the holidays, I like to spend time with family and just kind of take it a little easy, man. But we got to talk about this. So Caitlin Clark has broken the internet yet again, man. She's been kind of low-key lately throughout it all.
She is not the league's public face.
Who would that be? What?
Sabrina.
No.
There are several excellent, well-known individuals in our league. I'm not criticizing them, but you're as stupid as she is if you attempt to claim that she isn't the face of our league or that we wouldn't be where we are without her. Sophie Cunningham's words erupted, setting off a WNBA social media firestorm. Her unvarnished statement about Caitlin Clark's indisputable influence broke the stillness and sparked an honest, awkward discussion about player value, the league's future, and what fair actually means in today's professional women's basketball. This was more than a remark. It was a shocking revelation made in the middle of a developing debate.
It definitely could be a strike coming in the near future. There has been several players like Angel Reese and other players that's kind of been in the headlines with other little stories. I really haven't been messing with it, man. Y'all know my main focus is going to be Caitlin Clark, how she's been doing. And it's just, to me, I just feel like this time of the year really ain't a whole lot going on with Caitlin. I think Jan Jensen spoke about it in an interview. She haven't even been to any Iowa Hawkeye basketball games. My thing is Caitlin Clark's probably falling off the grid a little bit. She's probably back in Indianapolis training. Too, if we want the holidays, but she's probably back in Indy training, getting ready for
the growing tension surrounding Caitlin Clark's entry and the perceived unfair dynamics it has unleashed inside the WNBA were instantly highlighted by Cunningham's impassioned defense. It goes beyond a rookie. It's about the financial revolution she stands for and how her extraordinary market worth is a pending accepted wisdom. Not only is it unclear who will represent the league, but it is also unclear how the league plans to pay its stars and allocate its newly acquired cash. Her remarks exposed the players' intense allegiance and latent grievances, demonstrating that the argument about Clark's value is far from over, especially with millions of dollars possibly at stake.
2026 season. Now, many people has been saying that Caitlin Clark could be the person that's behind the hold up with this whole strike thing. I can't yay or nay that. But one thing I can say is that Caitlin Clark has been participating with Team USA basketball. We're seeing about a week and a half ago, she was in Durham, North Carolina at training camp with a host of other players who reported on that. That was big time news. But yeah, man, so as of right now, we got to talk about this current story that is Caitlin Clark got a new selection from Panini that has come out. You got many big time sports analysts, sports people talking about this. And that
adding gasoline to this already heated debate. The WNBA is presently engaged in heated discussions over a possible walkout. The owners have received a proposal from the WNBA that suggests a work stoppage should their requests not be fulfilled. This is not a small-scale conflict. It's a fight for equitable pay and better working conditions for all. With Caitlin Clark attracting previously unheard-of levels of viewership and commercial interest, the timing couldn't be more crucial. Every player in the league now faces much higher financial stakes. A strike threatens to ruin a season that is expected to garner unprecedented interest. Additionally, each player's earning potential is at stake.
Yeah, man, so as of right now, we got to talk about this current story that is Caitlin Clark got a new selection from Panini that has come out. You got many big time sports analysts, sports people talking about this. And that is this drop right here. So it says 2025 Panini Caitlin Clark Chronicle keepsake pre-orders. So this is something that is coming out. So Dan Patrick actually spoke about this and kind of broke it all down what this Panini thing is. And he's pretty much saying that people should buy it and not open it. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get this or not, but I just thought this was
There are rumors that Caitlin Clark could play a significant role in this possible attack, albeit indirectly. Her enormous celebrity power and the financial prospects she provides have definitely increased the discussions over player compensation and revenue sharing, even though no one can argue with her direct engagement. Her participation has effectively forced a reckoning by drawing attention to the WNBA's current economic systems. There is an unstated strain. When other veterans also deserve their fair share, how can a league negotiating a new collective bargaining agreement fairly compensate a player who alone brings in millions of dollars? Never before has the unfair debate been so blatant.
So this is something that is coming out. So Dan Patrick actually spoke about this and kind of broke it all down what this Panini thing is. And he's pretty much saying that people should buy it and not open it. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get this or not, but I just thought this was pretty darn interesting. So this is what took place on Dan Patrick's show about an hour ago. Let's
I guess I could if you want me to.
All right, I got Christmas gifts here.
Great.
Courtesy of Panini. Bless you, Marvin. So this is the special Caitlin Clark chronicled 100 cards.
Clark's name continues to dominate news and conversations while being low-key and off the radar for the holidays, probably training back in Indianapolis for the 2026 season. Her impact is felt throughout the whole sports world, even when she is not in the spotlight. This extraordinary capacity to draw attention, even in a calm time, is a testament to her enduring market dominance. This viral presence is intrinsically linked to her supposed new income, even though it isn't expressed directly. The remarkable change she has brought to the WNBA's business environment is highlighted by the fact that she can provoke such heated debate while appearing disinterested.
It is sold out at Target. So this is $82. $82 here, bro. Let me make sure you guys can see this. I can get this pulled up. I mean, it's $85. So you can pre-order this right here. Hold on. Let me see if I can get these images pulled up. So this is it here. This hard. I can't even lie. This is pretty hard. What they say? Trendsetter. That's hard there, guys. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Caitlin Clark was still making waves a few days ago when she and other top players attended a Team USA basketball training camp in Durham, North Carolina. Her reputation as a worldwide basketball superstar, and not just a college sensation, is further cemented by this high-level involvement. Even before she formally joined the WNBA, she was included in meetings about the national team, indicating her direct influence on the top levels of the sport. Due to her unquestionable talent and star power, her constant presence at the top level of basketball further strengthens the case for her unmatched worth and indirectly fuels the debate over her salary.
Hard. I can't even lie. This is pretty hard. What they say? Trendsetter. That's hard there, guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. It says introduced in 2025, Caitlin Clark, 100 card set, including 50 Caitlin Clark WNBA and 10 Caitlin Clark lifestyles, featuring 4 cards per pack, 8 packs per unit, for a total of 32 cards. Looking for the exclusive green halo and green laser parallels. Look for autographs and the ultra rare color.
She recently launched a new Caitlin Clark Chronicle keepsake collection, which has already gone viral online, further solidifying her commercial domination. Fans are being urged by prominent sports pundits such as Dan Patrick to purchase these 100 card sets and keep them sealed as an investment rather than opening them. Patrick's suggestion to handle these collections more like rare art than just trading cards highlights the enormous financial value that Clark's brand now has. This goes beyond commerce. It's a tangible item that reflects a market demand that goes beyond ordinary sports enthusiasm and suggests her enormous, but possibly still underappreciated financial worth.
Let's roll it.
And it literally pisses me off when people are like, she's not the face of the league.
Who would be?
What?
Sabrina? No.
No, there's really good, well-known people in our league. I'm not discrediting them. Like, we have a lot of badasses in our league.
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah to that. I'm all for that. But when people try to argue that she's not the face of our league,
Yeah.
or if our league would be where we're at without her, you're dumb as shit.
Yeah.
You're literally dumb as fuck. And it literally like pisses me off when people are like, she's not the face of the
So
league.
that's Sophie Cunningham, man. Speaking about Caitlin Clark being the face of the league. Want to know you guys' thoughts down in the comment section right now. Happy holidays to everybody.
The 32 trading cards in the Panini set have unique inserts, such as her Time magazine cover and appearances in her WNBA debut All-Star game. Autographs and extremely rare color blasts are promised. The promise of exclusivity and the careful selection validate Panini's assessment of Clark as a generational star with unmatched market appeal. The collection's extreme rarity and diversity are intended to send collectors and fans into a frenzy, showcasing how well her image translates into expensive commercial goods. It's a masterclass in making money off of a celebrity, which begs the question of how the players benefit from this commercial success.
Themselves.
Target sold out of the $82 to $85 Panini Caitlin Clark Chronicle collection almost immediately, while Dick's Sporting Goods in Panini's own store was having trouble keeping up with demand. This quick sale is a blatant sign of her enormous appeal and the tremendous demand she creates from customers. A collection of cards costs $82, which is more than pocket change. For many fans, it's a substantial investment. They're flying off the shelves, though. This concrete illustration of her economic influence draws attention to the enormous quantities of money she contributes to the environment, making the unfair discussion around her pay and the league's financial arrangements all the more poignant. The contrast between, in light of the recent WNBA strike talks, Clark's remarkable financial success, which is demonstrated by sold-out products and record viewership, presents a sharp picture of the unjust argument. How can a league with previously unheard-of revenue streams still deal with player discontent over pay? This discrepancy has been brought to light harshly by Clark's viral influence. The current revenue sharing and pay cap structures are subtly challenged by her individual market value, which has increased since her college days. This goes beyond the salary of a single player. It concerns women's basketball's overall financial future as well as the fairness of the current systems. While other participants, such even if Angel Ree's personal stories have garnered media attention, Caitlin Clark is always at the center of the story. She stands out for her ability to regularly breach the internet and garner a lot of attention, especially during crucial times for the league like strike talks. Because of his strong media presence, Clark's star power frequently overshadows important conversations concerning player compensation, even while the WNBA is debating existential issues. Her special worth becomes a crucial but frequently ignored feature in the unfair discussion over league-wide salary, creating a complex dynamic. Even criticisms of Clark, including Doug Gottle's divisive opinion that her shooting, ironically, her form needs to be improved at the following level, which will only increase her veracity. Her iconic position is further cemented by the pushback from pundits like Dan Patrick, who highlight her incredible form and point out that the shot is going in. Every obstacle, argument, and viewpoint, whether favorable or unfavorable, contributes to her unmatched media coverage. This ongoing involvement, whether in the form of compliments or criticism, instantly translates into economic value, making the debate about her pay and its fairness unavoidable. The Panini collection was painstakingly created to showcase Clark's professional achievements, from her time as an Iowa Hawkeye to her WNBA and future. Her reputation as a generational talent is further cemented by her appearances in All-Star games. Her cultural influence extends beyond sports, as evidenced by the Time magazine cover. This all-encompassing celebration of her journey, packaged for widespread investment and consumption, is a strong indication of her lasting impact and potential. It's a declaration of her unmatched worth that, when compared to league-wide compensation talks, establishes an indisputable focal point for the unfair WNBA controversy. The WNBA frequently battled for widespread attention and regular media coverage prior to Caitlin Clark's rapid ascension. However, her arrival drastically altered that environment, bringing in millions of new viewers and extraordinary sponsorship agreements. This significant change necessitates a thorough reassessment of the league's overall financial model and player values. there is more to the unjust issue than just individual wages. It concerns whether the WNBA's current economic structure can sufficiently accommodate and compensate for the kind of revolutionary influence Clark has shown. Growth and profitability projections have been permanently changed by her presence. Within the league, there is an obvious tension that is frequently unsaid. Caitlin Clark's quick rise to fame contrasts with the long, devoted careers of seasoned athletes. While many seasoned players have worked for years to establish the league, Clark has generated a level of interest and income in just one season. Unthinkable. This leads to an inevitable, if awkward, conversation about justice. Do seasoned athletes, who worked hard to create the foundation, profit sufficiently from this new boom? Or does Clark's extraordinary commercial worth lead to a system in which younger stars receive excessive compensation? The unfair WNBA discussion is rooted in this internal conflict. The strong reactions from current WNBA players, such as Sophie Cunningham's angry statement, highlight the significant influence Clark has had on the internal dynamics of the league. Cunningham felt obliged to uphold Clark's position as the league's spokesperson, not only as a factual assertion but also as a challenge to anyone who may contest it. This illustrates the intense pride and defensiveness players care about the league's expansion and, consequently, their own means of subsistence. The passionate defense of Clark's significance highlights the significant risks associated with recognizing her contribution to the WNBA's economic development, making the unjust discussion inevitable. Caitlin Clark is more than just a participant. She is an economic engine that is radically changing the financial model of the WNBA. She is positioned as a special asset that goes beyond the standard player contract because of her capacity to create viral moments, sell out arenas, and boost merchandise sales. Discussions on her new wage, or at the very least, new compensation arrangements, are crucial to the league's future success because of this unparalleled marketing influence. The difficulty of integrating is the root of the unjust discussion. This individual superstar's enormous worth is incorporated into a collective bargaining agreement that was formed for a previous era, necessitating a reassessment of the creation and distribution of value. The pressure on the WNBA to modify its pay structures grows each time Caitlin Clark goes viral, whether it's for a record-breaking shot, a new sponsorship agreement, or even a discussion about her shooting style. Increased awareness, viewership, and possible revenue for the entire league are closely correlated with her constant presence in the headlines. The unfair discussion surrounding player salaries is an inevitable result of this clear connection between her veracity and the league's financial prospects. The public's fascination with her increases the urgency of the WNBA to guarantee that its players receive just compensation for both their individual and collective contributions. With Caitlin Clark's unmatched presence, the impending prospect of a WNBA strike that is directly related to player wages and working conditions becomes much more complicated. Her entrance has increased the league's revenue cap, while also drawing attention to already existing inequities. A more equal collective bargaining agreement or a flashpoint that further polarizes players and owners could result from this greater financial potential. Baseline increases are no longer the exclusive topic of discussion in the strike negotiations. The new economic environment has a profound impact on them. Actually, with Clark's arrival, there is now much more pressure to ensure that everyone gets a fair deal. Unquestionably, Caitlin Clark's massive influence has ignited an unfair WNBA debate about player compensation in an era of extraordinary growth, not simply about her particular high salary. Every statistic demonstrates Sophie Cunningham's revolutionary significance, from her fierce defense to the Panini collection selling out. As a result, the league is now faced with an existential dilemma. How can it provide fair compensation for everyone who contributes while also rewarding a generational genius who improves the entire company on their own? The WNBA's future will be determined by the response, as the discussion's ramifications continue to ripple throughout the entire sports industry.